see. A lot has happened over this last 6 months, 7 months that is so different for everyone with their mental health and their mindset. But a lot of people blame actions or different things, and the mental quality of your health makes such a difference. Where you're at mentally is literally life changing. And I see so much of people saying the city needs to do more, the state needs to do more, the government needs to do more. But the reality is, we are literally the only ones who can change our mindset. Hi, baby. And when you get doctors involved, and when you get government involved, and when you get others involved, a lot of times it's a matter of covering things up with medicine and not really doing the work that needs to be done in order to change that mental thought process long term. It's a quick fix. It's something to help you now. Most people, when they think of mental health, they're thinking of bipolar, schizophrenia, things that are diagnosed. When in reality, every single one of us has to deal with and focus on a mindset that's going to make us put ourselves in our best mindset daily. I feel like I lost my words a little bit there, but hopefully you guys are grasping where I'm coming from. A lot of people, it can be hereditary, it can be medically induced. There are so many reasons that people struggle with mental health. A lot today have to do with things that we're putting in our body, things that we're exposing ourselves to daily, people we're around, right? It makes quite the difference. Social media has a huge effect on mindset and mental clarity, and who you surround yourself with. But a lot of times medicine, the side effects of medicine, we were having this conversation this weekend. I was on a leadership retreat, and something that came up was, how are the side effects of the medicine for depression and things like that increased risk of suicide or increased suicidal thoughts? Why are we being prescribed with drugs that are potentially making the symptoms even worse, right? And a lot of times, our trust in others, our trust in doctors and people who are prescribing these things outweighs our trust in ourselves or our ability to look into those things before taking them. And it's ironic because if you know me, I do health and wellness. I've been doing it for a long time. Fitness and nutrition has always been a part of my life. Nutrition has come along further down the road. That wasn't something I really knew a lot about growing up, but sports and athletics and staying healthy that way was. But a lot of people, when I offer them, they say, hey, here's my problem. And I'm like, I actually have an amazing solution for that. Healthy solution, something that'll last long term. A lot of people will be like, ooh, I don't know, I got to look into that. But at the same time, are taking medicines that a doctor prescribed to them that are hurting them more than helping them. Now, as I say this, one, I am a nurse. I do have multiple degrees in science. So for the people who make comments like that people are uneducated, I do not have to be a nurse to be aware of these things. They are out there. It is very open and obvious that people are placed on medication that may not be correct for them, or that is a quick fix, or that is an easy solution. Because we got to the point where when we went to the doctor, we wanted an answer. And because we wanted that quick fix and we wanted an answer right away and we wanted to know what's wrong, a lot of doctors got into the, hey, this is what it looks like. Let's put this on it and see what happens, right? You also have doctors who say things like, you know what? I don't want to put you on medicine right away. I want to try this first. For example, my dad had super high cholesterol, was not eating right. He was much younger than he is now. And the doctor automatically prescribed him medicine. And he said, no, I'm good. I'll eat better and I'll exercise. He was a lot younger, so he was able to jump into that. He did. Now, ironically, that same doctor, when his numbers went up a few years later, and he said, hey, doc, just, give me those meds. I feel like I'm in lazy mode now, right? Just give me those meds. The doctor was like, no, I'm not giving you the meds because I know that you can improve this through fitness and nutrition. Now, that doesn't happen all the time because most don't know. And most doctors don't know if the patient is going to follow through with those healthier lifestyle habits. So the medicine is to prevent them from harming themselves more. It's kind of a catch-22, right? The medicine is going to help you in one way, but then at the same time, it hurts the body as well. So when you think about mental health, what are you doing every day for your mental health, for your mindset? Exercise is a huge piece of that for me. I have so many moms that'll say, I don't know how you do what you do, or I don't know how you get up every morning to work out. Even if I have 3 hours of sleep, I am pushing play and I am working out. That is not me trying to sell what I do. That is me surviving the day with my kids. Because on the days that I say, what happened? You're hungry? You just had a bar, buddy. You think you gotta go to the bathroom?
I said no bar.
Well, we have strawberries and grapes. Do you want to grab some strawberries? You like strawberries. We got to go pick up food at the grocery store, so I can make you toast as soon as we do that, okay? What do you want? I have strawberries, buddy. I don't want you to have another bar. You just had one. Okay? You want some Cheerios? This little dude does not know when mommy's not alive. Or I guess the conversation chimes in. Hey, Corinne. Hey, Maria. So this weekend, when I traveled up to New Jersey, I listened to personal development books on Audible. My personal development right now is business focused. However, I have clients that I work with who struggle with anxiety, who struggle with depression, some people a history of addiction, and I always recommend, hey, I prefer Audible. I don't have time to read. I don't like reading. I get distracted when I read. So Audible is great. I am audio and visual learner first. So when I do Audible, I recommend to them, type in what you're looking for right now. Do you need to strengthen your relationship? Is that having the most effect on you mentally? Is your workplace improving work environment? These are things that you can search on Audible, on other places for personal development that is focused to you, right? Now, I can do a consult with a client and they can say to me, like, whatever's going on, and then I can go in Audible and search for something and then see, like I've done with some of my friends and said, hey, this is the one I want you to look at, or these are the top 3 that speak to what you need right now, okay? So find what you need to focus on right now for your best mental health. Going to the doctor and being put on a medicine isn't going to change things today. Listening to the words you need to hear have such a powerful impact. Me doing this live has a huge impact on me and my mental health. It's empowering. It puts purpose into my life. It feels amazing to get on and share and to release the thoughts that are in my head because they fester in there. They just sit and they stir. And when I can get on here and let them out, not only does it help the people listening, but it also helps me to release that. So this weekend I listened to the last bit of Perfection Detox. Great for anyone who really struggles with things not being, as they're supposed to be. You Are a Badass. Awesome book. I started listening to Untamed. Really interesting. A little different than most books. It repeats a lot of stuff, but there was a lot of interesting info in that book, and I really like her. I found myself tearing up and crying during certain phases of the book because the great thing about it is sometimes we get lost in our emotions. Sometimes we don't know where our emotions are coming from. And when we're listening to other people share, it gives us clarity. It lets us, oh, that's exactly where I was. Candy! We don't have candy, honey. You ate those. You ate your M&Ms. We don't have any more. Maybe we'll pick some up soon. Halloween's in 2 weeks. Hey, Hillary. Hillary, this is so for you. Yes. Hello. But it's a matter of committing to it consistently. It can't be the snap of a finger, right? Just like most medicines take weeks, months to work properly, right? Having a resource to be able to change your mindset at the snap of a finger. Music. Music is huge, and music is powerful in both ways. I changed my radio station to K-Love, I want to say 3 years ago now. I think Elavie was in kindergarten, and it was when I was driving her to school. Nope, it was first grade because we were here. So it was 2 years ago. I changed it to K-Love because I was listening to music and it helped me positively and negatively. There were things that stirred up past memories within my relationship. There are things that just made me, reminded me about things I didn't want to think about. And not that I'd have to bottle them up, but it was at the wrong moment. I didn't want those things like, oh man, I would have never thought of this had this song not come on, right? So it works in both ways, and you need to recognize that. This is super important that we begin to recognize our surroundings, the words that we're hearing, the things that we're hearing that affect us. It's huge right now. During a political year, right, we're affected significantly by the words that surround us and the things that we're hearing and seeing. Social media can be super toxic, and if it is, definitely work on changing that for yourself. Shutting it down, unfollowing people that bring out a negative aspect in you. We don't all need to think the same. We don't all need to be the same. We shouldn't, right? And mental mindset focus right now, I hear so much labeling, people who label, and so many assumptions. It is toxic. Okay? If you hear one word and it automatically leads you to label or identify someone, somewhere, whatever, as something specific because of that, you need to focus on that inner self and work on that mindset. There's nothing wrong with that. However, it means the messages that you're hearing are being pounded into your head. And right now that can be pretty toxic. So what do you need to work on for your mental health? Audible has first 30 days for free. You get 2 or 3 books, I think. They just had an amazing deal on Prime Day. It was like $100 for the whole year. I think 1 book a month, and then they have some unlimited stuff. I really like Audible. I think it's amazing. It's at my fingertips. Things that I have in my Audible account right now.
You say yes.
I didn't say yes, but go for it. You already have it. You and your little lollipop. Did you say yes? Mom, here's my lollipop. Did you say yes? No, I did not. So things that I have in my Audible right now, and I do have a referral link. So if you do want to try it out, definitely message me and I can send you my referral link. I've been using Audible for years. I have personal development books for business. I have unschooled and homeschooling personal development books. Huge for the parent that's struggling. If you're struggling to decide if you're going to keep your kid in school or homeschool, if you're struggling with homeschool and you need some support. And then I have one that is, I can't think of the name of it, but it's a professional basketball player. He is like super tall. And it's about the something of happiness. I should look it up, but I'll look it up and I'll put it in here. And then I don't really have fiction. Fiction is fake, right? Nonfiction is real, right? Fiction. Whatever it is. I don't have I'm not a big story person. I like watching that, but I don't like reading about it. So I like based on true stories, and a lot of my stuff is business stuff because that's what I focus on. So what I want you to do after watching this, I want you to go to Audible. You don't have to set it up, but go to Audible and type in what you need to focus on right now. And I want you to...
Mom.
Yes.
It's in my mouth.
It is in your mouth. What you doing? Oh, it smells good. Is that butterscotch? I want you to put the title of the book that stands out to you the most. Okay? If you're not comfortable with it and you want to message me...
Mommy is butter snack.
Butter snack. Oh, we had a rough day yesterday. Mama here has a very, I have some foul words that come out of my mouth. And yesterday I wasn't saying anything. We had a totally normal day, and Grayson was saying something that was just not appropriate. And he was singing a song and making a song. It was interesting. But anyway, so comment below the title of the book that stands out for you, or message me if it's something that has to do with divorce or relationship or suicidal thoughts or something that you don't want to post publicly. That's perfectly fine. But I want you to look on there, and I want you to see what pops up when you search your key terms. I want you to see how many resources there are. And the beauty is, if you don't like a book, you can return it and you can get a refund. Also, it starts to recommend other things you might like. So once you listen to a book and you rate that book, then it's going to recommend to you things that you might also like, which is huge, because now you're going to be able to focus on those things. So have an amazing Tuesday, guys. This one a little off bender because of this immunity right here. Have an amazing Tuesday. Danielle here, Mama Fit for Life. Live life without limits. Bye.